Hey, this is Carlton Cullins here with the Blue Sky Strongbox in South Austin, Texas. Today is going to be part one of 3 videos that I'm going to do showing you traveling workouts. These are actually workouts that I do when I'm away from home. These are workouts that I often recommend my clients to do when I'm away. Short, sweet, and simple. Today I'm going to show you a 5-minute stretching / workout routine that I do typically when I don't have time to do a lot of other things and I don't want to do a lot of other things. I just want something to help me wake up in the morning, get going, get stretched out. I often find when I'm away from home that I sit a whole lot more than I do when I'm at home, so I get tight, stiff, and I need something to kind of unwind and just maintain my fitness and all that while I'm away. So this is what that is. One thing I want to let you know is, from my experience, most people are not going to do a whole lot of exercise when they're on vacation or they're traveling. So the whole key is to keep it short and do it first thing in the morning. If you don't, chances are you probably won't do it. So keep it short, sweet, and simple. I recommend always carrying a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. I like a lacrosse ball. It's a little harder. But what this is a cheap massage tool, because when I'm sitting a lot, my back gets stiff, my feet get sore sometimes, and this is you can roll around against a wall or on the ground and self-massage different body parts, whatever you need, and it helps a lot when you're away from home, and that alone will pay dividends on how much better you feel while you're on vacation or traveling away from home. But here we go. First things first is so if I've been sleeping in a tent for a week on the ground, my back gets stiff. Same thing with sitting on planes or in a hotel bed that's really stiff. So the lacrosse ball, I typically will use it in the morning on my back, and I just put it on a soft area of my back, not on my ribs necessarily, not on my spine, but the softer tissue areas. Find any spots that may be sore and roll around a little bit until I find them, and then once I do semicircles as much as I can handle, a minute or two. And sometimes that's really uncomfortable and may even feel like it's taking your breath away, but if your back gets really stiff, this can really help you unload some of that. If your feet get stiff or sore, you can roll your feet on it, apply pressure downward on that. You could use it for anything. If you're, anything that gets sore, use a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball, lay against a wall if you need to make it a little easier. All of it will work. But say I did that. If I'm camping in a tent and I wake up, that's the first thing I do because my back always gets stiff. The next thing I do is I typically will get on the ground and I'm going to stretch out by doing kind of yoga cobra push-ups. I'm going to squeeze my butt at the top here. I'm going to push my head down. I'm going to pump my calves, stretching them out, my Achilles tendon. I'm going to probably put my hip out to the side, push it out gently. I may straighten my leg out. I may reach overhead. And I'm doing all this while I'm breathing slowly. I'm only going at a speed that I can breathe in and out comfortably so that my body has time to wake up. I don't want to be out of breath. This isn't an out of breath sweating kind of workout. This is to make you feel better. So I do all that on one side. I go back and I do it on the other side. Slowly stretching out. And I'm going to do this 5, 10 times. I really don't count. I do it until I notice that I feel better. Maybe a couple of minutes, you'll feel a lot better. Trust me. The next thing I usually do is I find something stable to hold on to and I get into a nice low squat stretch. Back is flat, feet are flat, push your knees out. Get in this stretch and go from here, straight leg to bent leg, and just go slow and get down there. Eventually you make it get here, lock your knees out, swing your hips around, it'll really stretch out the back of your legs. You can add on stretching out your lats right here by doing that, and you can just repeat that a few times until you notice you feel better. After that, I typically will do some type of hip flexor stretch, and I may combine that with some split squats. Just, again, a few times on both sides, stretching out, get my legs working. The last thing, if I have the option, I could hold on to a hotel room door or hold on to a tree branch or something that's stable that I can hold on to, and I like to hold on to, say, the back of the door. Bend my legs backwards, and I just hold on and stretch my spine down for 30 seconds. Some people this may be too hard, and that's okay. I'm just showing you what I do. But I stretch out here. If I can, I'll try to do maybe a few pull-ups and let my spine stretch, and that's it. I kind of limit it to 5 minutes, done. Take a shower, eat breakfast, whatever. Go on, enjoy your traveling, enjoy your vacation, or whatever it is you got to do. That's the 5-minute little program that I do often.